This is Team Hilljack coming from Parkersburg YMCA. Today we're going to demonstrate different things that we've learned across the country on how to put on a bench shirt properly, how to adjust it so you know what you're going to get each time out of it. First thing, Dennis loves the slippers, but they do help a bunch. They save your skin, help you get it on smooth. Dennis, how do these slippers make you feel? Towards me.
Very good. I don't like it.
Okay. So we're going to put these up, and you want to just barely get those past the elbow. You don't want to get them too far up because then you're going to fight it when you take the shirt back off or pull the slippers out. We're going to put both those on. We're going to be putting on a super katana today, and with the sleeves on the super katana, I'm going to let you see that. You've got a torqued angle sleeve, and one thing that we've kind of developed on our own is we line the sleeves up with finger position. And you'll figure out what you can play around with that and see what's right for you, but we'll either turn it out towards the pinkies, which is going to open the shirt up and tighten the chest plate up a little bit, or if we're wanting a little bit more out of the tricep, we're going to turn that in more towards the index finger or even inside of the index finger. So where do you normally have yours?
I don't like it.
That's goes clear out to the pinky. That's going to open the chest plate out. And we're going to line that up with the pinky so that we know each time we're putting it on the same way. And we're going to
Lift off, babe.
have Richard
You got special.
help him. Sleeves are a huge help, especially when you get into elite level competition shirts. You can see right there, that's about where the shirt wants to go. But with the sleeves, we've still got it lined up with the pinky. First thing we're going to do is put his fist into the chest of the guy's front and grip it like this. You can change your grip. We're going to try to work this a little bit at a time until we get at the elbow as close up as we can before we have him swim in the shirt.
Yeah, it's a Band-Aid, temporary Band-Aid.
And he's about an inch under the elbow right now, but we'll straighten that out here in a minute. Same thing with the other one. Want both sleeves to be exactly the same. So we went the pinky on the other side. We're going to go pinky on this side as well. And again, this is an elite level. Dennis is a top pound for pound lifter in the country. He'll be hitting 600 pounds at $181 this year. So this is probably a little tighter than most of your shirts out there. Take it over, and we're right there. Now again, before we do that, if Richard, he'll grab that in the back with both hands, and if JR, if you can help me.
You want me to
This,
swing it first?
not yet. This is another technique we call a tripod. When you have 2 points, if one guy's doing it, what happens is it stretches the circle and makes it close. If you go 3 or 4 points, it's going to open that circle up and let you inch it up a little bit better. So we'll let him swim in it now. Go ahead and get this, Jerry, help. That looks pretty good.
This is that one from Chris.
We're in pretty good. Now he'll swim in that.
That sounds good. This side needs to get a little more.
If Alan Berry was here with us, he's got gloves that help save your
I
fingers.
got some in the That's good.
Let's get that one in.
Straighten the chest plate out.
Set that. Another thing, we're not going to do that this second, but once you set the shirt, we're using, a lot of us are using the Toro belts, which are 2 inches, just to lock the shirt down where you want it. The bigger belts, for us, it seems like it takes, a lot of us aren't very flexible, it takes a lot of the back arch, our support out. We can't get the same good arch. Dennis, what would we do, well, we're going to take the slippers off. these are kind of the, we use both. These are the thinner slippers.
Come off easier.
He's gonna have a hip replacement.
And they're gonna come out with these in a white that are good for evening formal wear. We're waiting on
That
that.
guy worked in East 95.
But again, we tighten him up. In our federation, you can't touch the lifter on the platform. So we would lock his belt down, lock the shirt in where it is, push the belt actually down below the belly. And he'd be ready to get on the platform, put his wrist wraps on and go. Second attempts, we could try to get a little adjustment, turning the sleeves. A lot of times we'll pull the chest plate down some and relock it in place, but that's about it, how to put the bench shirt on. Hill Jack Crew, Parkersburg, West Virginia.